Hi Sue, hi Lisa,
Hi,
and
Judy.
welcome to my bed. Welcome to In Bed with
Such
Eadie.
a comfy bed.
It is the perfect bed.
Thank you for joining me. Now, Sue and Lisa have the most beautiful store in Port Melbourne. It's a wonderful retail store, and it's called Coco, and it's an absolute sensory delight. I've been in there many times. Tell me a little bit about the history of Coco. How did it come to be, and what's the story behind it?
Coco started by accident, actually. We'd literally been out for lunch. I love the beach. The beach is a very special part of my life, and there were literally 2 shops for lease.
You were at Port Melbourne.
Port Melbourne saw the shops for lease, and then we started on the plan for Coco.
Really? And who's
before my
we?
time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to say, who's we?
So my husband and I, he's always wanted me to open up a giftware/homeware store.
Yeah.
And we've always been in retail. And I said, well, if it's near the beach, then let's go.
Yeah.
And so off we started from there.
And so, Lisa, how did you come into play? Where did you come from?
So my background is in finance and accounting, so I was actually a customer of Coco. One day, just needed to get a gift for my then boss's 1-year-old son, and ran across the road into Coco, and there was this lovely gentleman at the counter, gave me a hand to choose a gift, and that was Josh. Yeah.
So just to clarify, Josh is Sue's son.
Yes.
Yes.
We always have a different story about this though. So he then found out where I worked, which was across the road in different private consulting suites. And that week he came up to those buildings, literally looked for me, knocked on each door, and he's going to hate this, he will probably disagree.
Yeah.
He left his business card, and then I did just, out of courteousness, called him. And then fast forward, after about a month of chatting, we just started seeing each other. And 2 years in, I was a bit bored, needing a bit of a change. So he said, come to Coco as a project. I'm like, yep, that's okay. So went in there, had a bit of fun, and I haven't left since.
Wow, that's amazing.
Now my husband too.
So it's very much a family,
Yes.
a family gig. Fantastic. And so retail's tough at the moment. Yep. From what I'm seeing, retail is across the country. Retail is tough. There's a lot of pressure with online shopping. I think consumer habits are changing. How do you work through that clutter, and what is it that you convey, or you're trying to convey to your customers that you think is different to what else is on offering out there?
We really want them to feel comfortable in store, and we work very, very hard to make sure that we want to find out exactly what they're after. And we don't want them to be intimidated. Like, even with styling, they'll say, oh, I've been to a stylist and I didn't get what I wanted, but I need these extra pieces. And we love to empower them into their thought processes, that you can do this. You don't. We can help you, we can give you options, but you can do this. It's your space, and it's just getting them to relax about their favourite things that they want and what they're wanting their home to be. And that makes it, and customer service is huge for us. We want them to feel at home. We want them to have some fun with us.
And to add to that, with social media and I guess the IT techie world, there's so much out there. It's quite overwhelming. So I think we've started off as a bricks and mortar store, and I think bricks and mortar is still very important. So customers still like to come in, touch and feel, get some advice. The face-to-face interaction is really important. So I think, yes, online is really important shopping wise, but nothing beats coming to store and really that human interaction and really touch and feel in the products. And
I totally agree. I actually have a bit of a prediction to make. I actually think that there's such a massive digital clutter out there, and online shopping, and I really believe that things are going to start to shift. I think people are going to start seeking more human connection again, and I think the bricks and mortar experience is really, really important, and particularly in homewares and giftware. I think it's a tactile purchase, to touch and feel the product, and to actually go and be acknowledged by somebody that's serving you and advising you. I think you can't underestimate the importance of that. So I've spent some time in a fair bit of time in your beautiful store. And shopping. It really saved me Christmas 2 years ago, let me tell you. But what I noticed, what stood out for me was the beautiful customer base that you have. They were all really, really open, friendly. There was a lot of familiarity. It was like actually walking in, we were sitting down, we were having a coffee, and it was like a group of friends sort of coming together. You know, is that something that is a regular occurrence, or was I just there at a lucky moment? Is that something that happens a lot at Coco?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
And that's what really, I think, makes our day when customers come in and really acknowledge what we've done and come in, want to have a browse, want to have a chit chat. So it's really nice to, just know that our customers love us and love what we're doing and comfortable to do that. Yeah.
And they also know with us, it's, yes, the sales important, it's your main thing with retail, but for us, it's more than that. We want them to be happy with what they've purchased. That means more to us. And sometimes I'll be working with a customer and we'll be styling a couch and she says, oh, I think I should use X amount of cushions. I said, well, you probably only need 2, not 3. And they appreciate that, and it's the honesty that we give them, and then we find that comes back to us tenfold because it is our honesty. They know they can change their mind, and yes, there's trends, but they have to feel comfortable. And I often say to them, don't like what you're buying, love it. If you love it, you'll be happy with it, and you'll have it for a long time.
That's so true, isn't it? Yeah, I think building that trust is really, really important. Yeah. You've been quite innovative with the business in the last couple of years, so I guess
really
you're
have.
still
It's changed
probably
quite a bit.
consolidating that. And
I think that's the beauty of a small business, Trudy, because you are able to flip things, you're able to change things, and because we do, we sit down, we chat about it, we think, well, look, this isn't working now, let's do this.
Yeah.
And or someone, and everyone's ideas is valued, very, very much so in the business. So, and that's what makes it work.
Wonderful. Now, you have been supportive from, I remember when Eadie started 4.5 years ago, we had our tiny little showroom in Port Melbourne. And just around the corner from the store. And you've been supportive of our brand since that time, which we love and we're very appreciative of. What is your favourite piece or collection of Eadie?
The new Posy is probably both of our favourites.
The Posy. And we're just about to launch these night dresses in the Posy too. It's been a winner.
Stunning.
Yeah.
And I think each collection you just get better and better and better, and every time we walk away we just jump up and down of excitement. So this one's definitely my favourite.
We want it all, and that's the thing, and that is absolute honest, because you're our go-to basics in everything, and it's the quality.
And the quality's amazing.
Oh, thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Well, it's been such a pleasure having you in bed with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you for
So I think we
us.
should have a
Cheers.
cheers.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, and wishing you all the success in the future. And it's just a joy to work with you.